After 70 years under French protectorate, Tunisia erupts into another Muslim trouble spot. A train derailed in the desert is labeled sabotage by French authorities. It comes as disorders, brought on by a wave of nationalism sweeping all of North Africa, turn Tunisia into an armed camp. Throughout the length and breadth of the protectorate, sporadic clashes occur following the arrest of nationalist leaders. In all major cities, a virtual state of siege exists, and all French colonial troops are placed on 24-hour duty. Pitched battles involving thousands of Arabs and whole contingents of French troops have taken place at Maturity, Bizerte, and Tunis. Following the slaying of a French colonel, restrictions are tightened and all contraband weapons are seized. Both sides maintain an attitude of watchful waiting in a conflict in which weapons tell the story. Meanwhile, a strict curfew is clamped on by the authorities as France waits to see whether Tunisia will become another Egypt. Newbold Morris, newly appointed Special Assistant to Attorney General J. Howard McGrath, takes over his assignment to investigate corruption in government. Sworn in by the Attorney General, the New York Republican, former president of the City Council, states he will investigate, not prosecute. Mr. Morris has been given a free hand by President Truman in the conduct of his probe. A $114,000 jewel robbery with all the trimmings of a top-flight whodunit comes to light as Joseph Palladino and his pals are booked on robbery and Sullivan Law charges in New York. Palladino masterminded the heist, which temporarily deprived Miss Molly Parnas of her fabulous collection of personal adornment. Police Commissioner Monahan restores it in person. Palladino cased Miss Molly's swank Park Avenue apartment 11 years ago when he was a 13-year-old delivery boy. New York's finest solved the crime within 48 hours. The commissioner promptly promoted the 7 plainclothesmen and detectives for their intelligent police work in tracking down the bandit trio. Born in the flames of war, Korea's West Point comes into official being with General Matthew Ridgway and President Syngman Rhee attending the ceremonies at Chinhae. It is the culmination of intensive training, and the climb has been almost as hard as that of the young Korean Miss with her floral offering. General Ridgway shares the pride of Americans in the creation of the military academy, since most of the officer corps have been U.S. trained. As the nucleus of the new body of trainees passes in review, General Van Fleet, commanding United Nations Ground Forces in Korea, joins dignitaries in saluting the men who must play their part in keeping South Korea for future generations. A fashionable crowd views the latest creations of Italian designers who are competing in the present race for style supremacy. Paris, New York, and other fashion capitals are casting a critical eye on the striking modes produced by Italy's style centers. This is all part of the competition for the dollar market, which creates the demand for the fundamental artistry that has always been inherent in the Italian people. With their flair for line and beauty, the Italians are turning out haute couture that is a challenge to every designer. Sponsored by the Italian Fashion Service, a newly created committee, the exhibition was presented by representatives of 40 top-flight firms. No doubt other designers will do their utmost to surpass the standard set by Italy's best. If there's anything backward about breaking a world's record, you won't prove it by Mario Lelli of Rome. He's quite serious about setting a new mark for backward walking, the neatest reversal of form since wrong-way Corrigan. An Englishman holds the present record for the event, certainly the longest any man backpedaled and got his name in the papers. To his seeing eye helper at his side, Mario could be saying, "You tell me where I'm going, and I'll tell you where I've been." Mario knew where he was going all right into the arms of friends, fame, and a new record. He backed into it. Always a big attraction at Radio City, the skating rink gets more than its usual share of onlookers when the U.S. Olympic figure skating team stops by for some last-minute practice before hopping a plane for Oslo. The talented youngsters from all over the country carry our hopes and our prayers to the Winter Olympics in Norway. 16-year-old Sonia Klopfer of New York is a strong contender for top honors in the ladies singles. Winner of 2 titles last year, both the North American and the U.S. Nationals, Sonia is one of the mainstays of a team praised by its captain as one of the strongest we have ever entered in the Olympics. Sonia's skills should scale the Olympian heights. For 55,000 racing fans, all roads lead to Arcadia, California and the Santa Anita Maturity, the world's richest horse race. The purse tops $187,000. Winner's share is $112. Not bad. The favorite is Counterpoint, 1951 Thoroughbred of the Year. All eyes are on the starting gate, and there they go, 9 4-year-olds away after a jackpot that'll sure buy a lot of hay. Counterpoint is about 4th right now, with Black Douglas leading and Brookfield Farms intent. Eddie Arcaro up, holding back for the stretch fight just around the bend. And a battle it is, with Gold Capital momentarily in the lead and hanging on grimly. But watch old Blinkers there along the rail. That's Intent in more than just his name. Gold Capital is hanging on, but Intent catches him at the wire to win by a whisker. A 5-to-1 shot hit the jackpot.